Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today to do another video. This one is inspired by Keith Urban's Wild Hearts music video and song. I have done some other readings that were inspired by him. You can look back at those. Those were done like a really long time ago. Like over a year ago, I think now, maybe a year and a half. And I just wanted to do a video that was really, I don't know, thinking about the creative aspects to this period of time where in the Northern Hemisphere, everybody is sort of deeply headed into winter. And this is the time in which the seeds and the roots and the dreams are all starting to get the energy going. And this is a great time to plan out what you want to accomplish this year and plan out all of the creative projects that you want to get going. And it's very fascinating. Just before I started recording, it started to rain. And I was like, no way, it was really weird. Like all of a sudden a rain cloud came in and it gave me this really kind of cozy rainy day vibe. The kind of energy that really is inspiring to a lot of writing, a lot of reading, a lot of maybe doing things with craft, like making things. Could be making candles, could be making quilts or sewing or doing things by hand, making things by hand. And so I really wanted to do a video like of what I saw that might be inspiring for some of you that have a creative side to you, or just kind of are feeling a little bit maybe of cabin fever, or like you want to get going and you can't quite do it because it's winter time, and just to kind of inspire people. That's really what this reading is about. So I'm going to lay out some cards. I've already laid out the charms. Those of you who are able to donate, please donate. It really supports the work that I'm doing. Those of you who'd like to book a reading, all the information is in the description box, but also in the comments. And I'm just going to jump in. I laid out, this card just kind of popped up. So, I put this out here. But I see a lot of really cool energy for this reading, and, I'm excited about it. So yeah, let's jump in. One of the things that I wanted to kind of like address was, in the winter time, people have talked about, especially people who garden, that this is the time where the dream begins. And that's one of the things that kind of, inspired me to do this reading, was the dream beginning of what you're going to plant this year, what you're going to do this year. And I wanted to talk about some of the things that I saw. So I do feel there's two things about love that came out here. I do feel like some of you are, I want to say, developing or going to be developing a relationship, a very heart-based relationship, where the feelings are mutual, where there's a lot of love between you, and where there really is no BS. It's a heart-based relationship. Really, heart-based relationships are a little bit different in the sense that they really just don't have that element of questioning, of going back and forth sometimes, but not, it doesn't make the foundation of the relationship. The difference is that a heart-based relationship is going to stand the test of time because there's a lot of love. Like no matter what happens, you kind of just are able to get through things. And love is like a foundational element. And it's interesting, I saw that here. So whatever it is that you're making, I feel like you're going to be making it with love. Some of you might be actually donating some of your time or some of the things that you do make. I do feel like some of you in the romance department, you're going to be developing a relationship. That's something that's going to come from this year. And you might be in the beginning phases of a relationship, and that's the seed that's just been planted. Like in some way, that's what's developing. and that has yet to develop. And it's really, really cool and a really, really interesting energy. I feel like the people that are watching this video have some really interesting hobbies. And I think one of the things that I'm seeing is there's going to be a lot of development towards the things that you're maybe like the things that you do like on the side, kind of. Maybe some of you developing a side business or a side hustle, picking up side jobs, gigs, things like that. I also see some of you really sort of dreaming about doing more with physical fitness, maybe running, maybe lifting weights. We have the football thing here. So to me, there's something about sports. There's something about sports, lifting weights. The dream is maybe to get more outside. I feel like some of you really want to be outside more or do more outside activities. I definitely feel there's an element of travel here. Some of you are dreaming about traveling, like you really want to go places. There's different places you want to go, different things you want to see and do. It could be like you're one of those outdoor people that like, maybe it's mountain climbing, or maybe it's, doing like, I don't know, backpacking someplace, or hiking, going on hiking trails someplace. But to me, there's like this element of being outside in nature and or traveling. I see like some people like that are maybe living in vans. So some of you, the dream is to like do the whole van life thing and maybe reduce your bills or reduce your cost of living. I definitely feel like for some of you, because I'm saying that, regardless of whether you want to do the van life thing, I feel like you want to reduce the cost of your living some way, somehow. And I do feel like there's a lot of people going into this year that are going to be looking very closely at what is binding them. Like, what are the things that they're stuck to, that they have to do, whether it's a job that's kind of chaining them to their desk, or whether it's whatever it is, a relationship. You're going to be looking at your debts. You're going to be looking at your bills. You're going to be looking at what your, long-term budget's going to be. I feel like some of you are going to look at that very closely. And the dream, you're looking at this because the dream is to be free. The dream is to not be chained to anything. The dream is to, be free and, come and go as you please. I definitely feel like there's some light workers that are watching. We definitely have this this locket here, which to me is like it's about being the light for somebody else, and we have the light here as well. There's going to be a lot of beautiful things that you're going to develop, I feel like, this year, and really, to me, it's like very humanitarian. Very, very humanitarian based, thinking about other people, thinking about other people's needs are. Some of you, your dream, whatever it is you're dreaming, has to do with helping other people. Whether it's doing more for other people in some kind of humanitarian way, maybe, developing your own nonprofit, or developing your own thing where you're really able to help people in a big way, or even for some it's a small thing. Like I'm seeing some kind of like either it's a food kitchen, or it's like one of those outdoor, it's like a small mini fridge somewhere. I don't know what you're developing in that regard, but to me it's like communal. It's like has to do with food and community. It's almost like developing a food bank, but it's not. It could be, for some of you, maybe developing some sort of food pantry or food bank for people. I'm definitely seeing a lot of beautiful hobby type stuff here. So like we have the marbles. I feel like you might be doing something with kids as well. Like the dream might have to do with, for some of you, building maybe some things for your kids, maybe doing even some bushcraft with your kids. I feel like I'm seeing things with wood. So like building a playground or doing something with wood. Could even be building a boat. This sounds kind of wild, but building a boat, I'm seeing that as well. I feel like some of you, the foundational elements of your life you're going to be really dreaming about some of those things, like having more of like a solid foundation to your life, or feeling really rooted, maybe putting down your roots somewhere. I feel like there's a lot of positivity and hope in this reading. We have the bluebird here, which to me is about hope. For some, it's dreams of a wedding and having your own wedding, getting married this year. But I don't know, like I just feel like overall it's really, really good. It's really interesting to see. I'm going to come back for part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. I send everyone big hugs and big kisses. And I'll talk to you guys again soon.